have you been served with a restraining order? If so, you have a very limited amount of time to respond. And let me tell you, it's confusing and it's very expensive to hire a lawyer to actually file the response, write the response, and represent you in court. And so I'm making this video to let you know about a restraining order coaching package that my firm has started to try to help people get a response filed that gives them a chance to win. My name is Lance Fryrear, and I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. We've been defending people charged with crimes and defending restraining orders all throughout Washington state for more than 20 years. And when we help people fight a restraining order, when we actually jump in and represent the person, it's a long and expensive process. It can be, $8,000 to $10,000 by the time we're done with multiple attorneys trying to learn about your life and learn about, every little thing we need to put ourselves in your shoes to file a response. And let's face it, most people can't afford that. And so we get calls all the time about restraining orders. So what we put together was a restraining order coaching package. And it's a work in progress, but so far we've had a couple people be successful with it. And what do I mean by restraining order coaching? Well, when a petitioner has you served with a restraining order, there's a return date for you to go to court and tell your side of the story. And many people think that you can just go tell the judge your side of the story by swearing in and talking. And let me tell you, the judge has read paperwork and they don't have time to hear a big, long version from you because there's, 20 other people on the calendar with the same type of thing. So you need to file a declaration, a written response. And how to do that? Well, what we end up doing is have you tell your story to us in writing. We call it a once upon a time story to try to reach the emotions of the situation that you're in. And so what we'll do is once you write out your once upon a time story, we're going to meet with you and go over the story and try to flush it out and determine what is good to include and what is not good to include in your response. And then we're going to provide you the forms that you need. We're going to caption them for you, the forms that you need to actually write out your response and file it with the court. After we've met you the first time and we've provided you the forms, both in a digital format for you to write into, then once you have your first draft done, we're going to meet with you again. We're going to meet with you again to see what you wrote and make any suggestions about what you might want to improve or what you might want to leave out, because we've done this a lot, and so we have some good ideas. Finally, at the end of that meeting, we're going to provide you with some service documents and give you instructions how to serve the court and how to serve the petitioner. They need a copy of whatever you file with the court, but you can't give them to them yourself. Somebody else has to, and we'll go over that. And finally, we're going to give you some declaration forms for any witnesses, because typically witnesses will also testify on your behalf through declarations. We'll provide you advice about exhibits, what you might want to include and what not. And then typically we're also then going to get a hold of you if we can, the day of the hearing to sort of give you a pep talk and answer any last questions you have. So there's a lot of videos I have here on this channel about defending restraining orders, and we have the restraining order playbook at restrainingorderplaybook.com. If you want to try to do it yourself, we do encourage people to try to handle the case themselves if they can. We offer full representation, and now we're offering this coaching package, which people really have seemed to like. So if you have questions, if you want to reach out to us, we're happy to try to answer them. We'll typically have you send us a copy of your petition to let you know what we think you should do. Are you a good candidate to do it yourself? Are you a good candidate for full representation? Are you a good candidate for the coaching program? So feel free to reach out. I'll do everything I can to help, and I'll be there for you. Thank you.